Next personality I want to talk about is Max Keiser, my old friend, who in 2013 was in my old studio, Teeka, with my kitchen. We were talking about Bitcoin. I just bought some at 85 pounds or dollars. And we were complaining about the lack of liquidity on the exchanges, which of course was fixed by the world of DeFi with the concept of a liquidity pool that could have never been created by Wall Street, right? Another amazing piece of technology. And Max has turned into, and I think he would agree with this, a Bitcoin maximalist, strangely enough. And when I watched the Bitcoin conference in Florida, I don't know if you were there or not, I saw a bunch of people that not only were pro-Bitcoin, they were anti-everything else. And Max I'm still trying to get him back on the show, but he keeps texting me, no shit coins. Bitcoin won, end of story. That's it. Everything else doesn't matter. And I get a little frustrated with that point of view. And I'm curious, how do you have the conversation with maximalists? I did have a version of this conversation with Michael Saylor. And strangely enough, Teeka, when it got to stable coins, Michael said there's a real use for stable coins. He said it's the currency that people are going to use in their wallets, if you will, when they're holding digital property as Bitcoin. And to me, that felt like a de facto endorsement of Ethereum somehow. We didn't go too deep on it. And I'm not putting you on the spot, Michael, but it was nice to see that an intelligent person could entertain the narrative. And yet, when I talk to Max, it's one or the other. I'm also talking to a man who's got probably more Bitcoin than God. And, he's been talking about it forever. So maybe he's in a reality that is constantly promoting Bitcoin and defending it. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, you have to understand that maximalists don't think in days or weeks or months. They think in decades. They really pull the camera back. And if you're looking at it through that lens, you can say you can build a case, at least in your mind, where Bitcoin eats the entire ecosystem. Just think about it this way. Bitcoin is the most secure blockchain in the planet, bar none. There's nothing that comes anywhere near close to how secure Bitcoin is. You got governments and private institutions and private hackers try to, beat up on Bitcoin every single day since it's been born, and it just makes it stronger. So if there is a way, and they really haven't fully figured it out yet, but if there's a way to put a second layer on it, smart contracts, and it's the safest system in the world, and now you can make it the cheapest to operate on and the fastest to operate on, boy, oh boy, that's going to be tough to beat. That's going to be tough to beat. That could eat a lot of people's lunch. Now, will it eat everybody's lunch? No, but a lot of people.
Ethereum's lunch?
Maybe. But we're talking about a possibility that's 10 years away, 15 years away, perhaps 20 years away. And people get so caught up on something that might not even happen in their lifetime. And they miss all the low-hanging fruit that's in front of them. Because between now and then, there's so much money to be made. And the best example I can think of is AOL. You could have sat down in 1992 and said, AOL, they're helping newbies get on the internet. Yeah, they might have a good run, but they'll be dead by 2002, 2003, when you have cable modems and everybody has high-speed internet. And you would have been right, but you would have missed one of the best performing stocks of that decade, a stock that made people billionaires, centimillionaires, decamillionaires, and individual millionaires. So much wealth was created by owning AOL during the period of the 1990s. And so the same will be true of Ethereum. Look, I think Ethereum's going to make it. But even if it doesn't, the amount of money that has already been made in Ethereum and will be made in Ethereum over the next 5 years, it's going to be life-changing.
Okay. How do you talk to maximalists? Are you even allowed in the room, Teeka? Do they allow you in there?
Sure. I have plenty of my friends are maximalists, and we have good conversations. And I just don't take the other side of it. I see their perspective. I understand their point of view. And we need the maximalists. I mean, they are the people that have been working so hard on building the Bitcoin network, whether Bitcoin's up 600% or down 84%. They just keep working. They have a vision of the future that they're looking to make real. And think about how far Bitcoin has come. Bitcoin was the original shitcoin. right? It was used to fund drug purchases that had, you had maybe 20 nodes in the network, right? It had no decentralization to it at all. And it's gone from that to being worth as much as $1 trillion. And it's done it faster than any other asset in history. You'd be a fool to ignore that.